Nightly News. I'm Justin Morrison, and this is Robin Waples.
Our first story was done by Sarah Condon. Sarah, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
My story was on the math theory class here at SHS. Let's take a look.
Roller coaster project. This is the last project till the final project. So right now they just built a bunch of roller coasters out of Connects. Then they have to 5 consecutive times have their car go down.
A roller coaster out of Connects that we built in 2 days off of those instructions. And we're doing it part of math theory.
The car needs to go around the track at least 5 times.
When you focus on the car, you get these orange rails. Right. A lot of them pop off a lot. There's a lot of breaks in the tracks.
The math theory class also did projects such as the paper tower project, straw tower project, index card with ramps project, a parachute project, and a catapult project.
Testing out a different group's track with their car to see exactly why it works.
Because at the top, the car has the most potential energy because it's farthest away from the ground, so the gravity's pull is stronger. And then as it goes down the coaster, it loses potential energy and gains kinetic energy. So that's the mathematical applications that we're studying.
The students in the math theory class seemed to really enjoy taking that class. They said they would recommend it to any other student who was thinking about taking it.
Sarah.
John.
Our next story was done by Megan Dundon. Megan, would you like to educate us on the purpose of your story?
My story was done on children's literature, which is a new English class taught by Miss Galvin. Let's go take a peek.
Books that have been around forever that we all love and remember as kids, well, why did we love them? And how it keeps going generation after generation. So that's why you see a lot of familiar titles here.
Children's literature is an A-block class at Sandwich High School taught by Miss Galvin. She and her students examine popular children's books for content, likability, and basic lessons. A few books they have examined are A Very Hungry Caterpillar, Brown Bear, What Do You See?, and many Dr. Seuss books.
I think some of the surprises that happened while I was sort of planning and teaching and we got going with the class, I don't know why I didn't realize that the people who signed up for this class were interested in teaching kids. started looking at the books in terms of classroom teaching also, and so we had an opportunity to make lesson plans and go out into the community and teach little kids some of the books that we were reading in class, which was a lot of fun to watch all the ladies in the class sort of, stretch a little bit and have to, work with the little ones. And it was so much fun, but it was also important that they do quality work with the kids because, we don't want to waste anybody's time. And I think they enjoyed it, and I had an awful lot of fun watching them do that. And it was a complete surprise. It wasn't anything I planned on, and we just kind of made it work. Children's literature is a huge term that covers a lot of books. That it's important to look at the classics, but it's also important to look at the books that are coming out today. I think they'll take away with them maybe a greater love and appreciation for the books that we read as little kids, and maybe apply some of the things that we talked about in class in their own classrooms if they become teachers.
Right now we're working on lesson plans for students after reading a book, like what to do after reading it.
Right now we're making a lesson plan through the arts. So I chose a book, Where the Wild Things Are, and I wrote a lesson plan for, I aimed it towards like 2nd or 3rd graders, and I had them do a role play on Where the Wild Things Are.
We worked on annotated bibliographies, which took up a lot of time for us.
We did the annotated bibliography. We've written short stories like a Cinderella story.
Which we worked on together. And we've written our own little stories, like little projects.
Wow.
Our final feature was done by my lovely co-anchor, Robin.
My story is on the use of technology in the band class.
All right, let's take a look.
Technology in different ways. First is I always use a projector and project the lessons on the screen for everybody to see, but also I can pull up different things at the same time. So I can interact some information for them. I can pull up YouTube videos. Currently we are using iPads where I downloaded and purchased a book series that I had a friend write. And so I put it all on their iPads, and I also show that. So instead of having paper and constantly copying out books for the students of material, it's all on their iPad, and it's a great resource for them to work on technique and building their skills.
Yeah, I've been using my Chromebook, which is halfway between like a tablet and an actual computer, so that's been working great. I can just pull it up and you can zoom in and stuff and scroll through it, and it's great to have all the music in one file, so if you need to get somewhere, I just open it up and just scroll through the right page.
Yeah, I think it's kind of small compared to what we're used to since we use the sheet music, but I like having it like since we can carry it around.
Yeah, I do, and I can practice a lot with it at home, and I don't have to carry a ton of music. It's just easier to keep track of, I guess.
And then I also show it, and I can easily point to the screen and show them where they are, what they can do. I also use GarageBand, which is just a simple recording program that some of the students are familiar with. Easy to record and give instant feedback. And I also have other technology things, but mostly Smart Music is a whole technology component that I'm introducing to students, which is a library system that's based online, where it has exercises books, titles of all sorts of literature, songs, where students can access and practice with it, play along with it, and also be assessed with it. So what the program automatically does is it gives you green notes for every note that was played correctly. It gives you black notes for anything that was not attempted, or red notes for anything that was put in the wrong place or not played. So if a student struggled with it, I can slow down the tempo a little bit, and then she could try again to practice and see how she does. It also has some nice built-in features like a tuning feature that students can utilize. Recording feature that they can utilize. And it actually goes into a whole grade book that I can set up for students, where I can actually give them assignments. They can do those assignments, send it back to me electronically. I can even take the whole assignment and even put it out to the parents in an MP3 file so they can hear the student, and they can also see what they've worked on too. So that's just getting started, because it takes a little while for students to get used to that.
I think it's really interesting. It's something I've never done before, besides like at home. Like sometimes I'm looking up stuff online, but Smart Music is actually a really cool program, and I'm glad Mr. Fagnet showed us it, because mainly what I like about it is that you can find all sorts of music on it. I sometimes have trouble like reading off the screen, but it's definitely something I'm getting used to, and you know, probably as I'm getting older there will be more and more technology, so it's good to like get started using stuff like that.
I think it makes it easier for us to be able to try different things, because it was harder to find like things that we could practice with, but now this year we have a better opportunity to practice or find new songs to play. Like when we would have to rely on the teachers to find us music, but now just now we got to look for our own music to see if they had it, and it just makes it easier because we have different ways to practice, and we can bring the iPads home anytime to look at the books that he got us. So I think it helps and makes it a lot easier.
I like it just because I'm really critical of myself, and I think I'll do a lot of things wrong that I kind of make up in my mind, so I just like a lot of instant feedback to help me kind of see what I actually did wrong and like be critical of myself in the right places.
I think it really helps because I get to hear myself play, and I get like a lot of feedback on how I sound, which I can't really tell when I play from myself. And it helps us tune our music too a lot.
So incorporating technology is a quicker way, more efficient, engages the students better, and it's something that I've been trying to increase their knowledge of what's actually out there to learn from in various platforms and formats.
This concludes our 4th episode of Sandwich Nightly News.
Thank you for watching, and have a Blue Night Day.